On 28th of August 1967, in the heart of Bihar, a boy was born. A boy whose journey would one day stretch from the classrooms of Delhi to the coast of Wales and then the streets of New York and finally to the far-flung Andaman and Nicobar Islands. That boy grew up to become Dr. Chandrabhushan Kumar, the Chief Secretary of Andaman and Nicobar Islands and one of India's most versatile and talented administrators. A 1995 batch IAS officer of the AGMUT cadre, Dr. Chandrabhushan Kumar is a rare blend, a thinker with a scholar's mind and an administrator with a doer's heart. Despite his global education, he is known for carrying the humility of his Bihar roots into every role he takes on. Let's start with his remarkable academic journey, one that reads almost like a quest for knowledge itself. After completing his BSc Honours in Mathematics from Ranchi University, he dived deep into physics, and then just when you think that's enough, he added a law degree, an LLB from Delhi University. But then that wasn't the end. His curiosity about the governance and how the policies impact people's life took him across the seas to the Maxwell School at Syracuse University in New York. There he earned a master's in public administration, graduating with distinction. Still dissatisfied, he went on to the University of Wales where he earned a PhD in geography specializing in water governance in megacities. In fact, his research didn't end up as a thesis, it became a book, Hydrological Politics in a Megacity, Water Governance in Delhi. This was published in 2016. The 328-page work explores Delhi infrastructure, water system and how it can be more equitable. Long before he became the Chief Secretary, Andaman and Nicobar Island had already shaped his destiny. Back in the year 1977, a young Assistant Commissioner, Dr. Kumar, got his first posting here. By 1998, he was the Deputy Commissioner and District Magistrate of Nicobar Island. Those years were tough. The island's remoteness and constant administrative challenges sharpened his instinct for disaster response and people's first governance. Later, he was posted to Arunachal Pradesh, another land of difficult terrain and immense diversity. From 2000 to 2003, as a DC and DM, he worked across the border districts, balancing infrastructure development with the delicate culture fabric of tribal communities. By 2013, he had risen to become Commissioner cum Secretary in the government of Arunachal Pradesh and later took charge of Education and Cultural Department, nurturing both growth and tradition. Then came Delhi, a city that would become his biggest canvas for experimentation and innovation. Between 2004 and 2009, Dr. Kumar held multiple roles from Deputy Commissioner in MCD to Additional Secretary to Lieutenant Governor in Labour Commission and the Director of Education. Each post added another layer of understanding to his urban governance, but it was in the year 2014 that he truly came into the national spotlight, where he was appointed as the Chief Electoral Officer in Delhi. He didn't just manage elections, he transformed the way people saw them. He set up the museum, that is Election Museum, a journey through elections, the first of its kind in India, which even won the National Voters' Day Award in the year 2017. He held inclusive voter programs later compiled in the book Saluting the Voters of Delhi. In fact, his work caught the eye of the Election Commission of India, and in the year 2018, in fact, he was appointed the Deputy Election Commissioner. From introducing e-learning portal on electoral awareness to ensuring secured EVM storage in specialized godowns, Dr. Kumar's tenure was marked by innovation and integrity. By 2022, his expertise was being sought to the national level. He briefly served as the Additional Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare and then as a Principal Secretary to the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. Soon after, in January 2024, he was appointed the Mission Director of the National Jal Jeevan Mission, one of India's most ambitious rural infrastructure programs. Here he pushed for two things often forgotten in water schemes, that is sustainability and quality. He reminded states that it is not enough to provide water, the source must be sustainable and the water must be safe. On 25th November 2024, Dr. Chandrabhushan Kumar was appointed as the Chief Secretary of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, returning to the place where his administrative journey had truly begun. Since taking the charge, he was hitting the ground and running all the time. He has been a strong advocate of promoting Hindi in official work, encouraging officers to use digital tools like Kanthastha 2.0 and Bhashini for easier translation and smoother communication. To boost the local economy, he in fact launched Spice Prava, that is an initiative to make the island self-reliant in spice cultivation, opening altogether new opportunities for farmers. And he has been personally reviewing the infrastructure projects, ensuring that every step of the development directly uplifts people's life at the grassroots level. Colleagues describe Dr. Kumar as a thinker, administrator, and someone who can effortlessly switch between policy seminar to muddy rural road inspections. As Chief Secretary, he faces one of the toughest balancing acts in Indian governance, safeguarding Andaman's strategic and environmental interest while creating sustainable livelihoods for its people. But if there is one officer built for this, it's him. After all, the boy from Bihar who once studied the mathematics of numbers and the geography of water is now using both to guide one of India's most strategic yet fragile region. From Bihar to the Andamans, from classroom in Delhi to New York to the top officer of an island territory, Dr. Chandra Bhushan Kumar's story is not just about governance, it's about vision, intellect, and returning home to serve. This is Shweta Verma from Indian Masterminds. If stories of inspiring officers like Dr. Chandra Bhushan Kumar motivates you, you don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such interesting and incredible journeys from the world of Indian bureaucracy.